So, my name is Oscar Farrell Gobo, and throughout my career life, I work tirelessly to transform individual and collective well being by blending science, spirituality, and education and psychology. My goal has always been to create a profound and lasting impact on people, communities, and the world. I would like to share my impact and I have done so far in each area, as well as my projections for the coming years and what I would be possible to put at service for Space for Humanity. Academically, my academic journey has been constant quest to understand how the human mind works and how we can optimize learning and emotional well-being. I studied a master's in cognitive psychology and learning in neuroscience in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, in the Flaxo and Autonomous University of Madrid. I also have a diploma in neuroscience research in the National Research Institution of Mexico. Also, I have crisis intervention, suicide prevention training, and as well as certifications in life coaching, executive coaching, team coaching, and coach of coaches. I've also trained myself in neurosemantics, neurolinguistics programming, and also as a consultant in human ops and psyops as a strategic consultant in intelligence and counterintelligence. Uh, also, in all through all this research, I've been focusing my most of my career on understanding human being, and now I'm a forensic psychologist and researcher for different legal cases in Mexico. In my professional experience, on the other hand, my career started really young. When I was 15, I started teaching ice sky. In my professional experience, I started really young since I'm 15 years in my professional experience. I started really young when I was 15 years old. I started as a teacher, skating teacher, ice skating teacher. And then, I started playing ice hockey since I'm 8. At 12, I started playing at a national level. It was my first ice hockey World Cup. And then I started my professional athletic experiences, which I'll tell later. So when I started working with training kids to how to skate, and then I got hired to train a team, an ice hockey team, and then I got hired to train different teams when I was 18. And after that, I started working as in consultancy. After that, I was recruited to be part of Coca-Cola Mexico. I was part of their interns programs, and then I helped created the whole internship program for Mexico for Coca-Cola Mexico. After that, I have worked with different organizations like Grand Ferry, Save the Children, UNICEF, Google for Education, and many other national and international companies, specifically in consultancy and human development for organizations and high level development for executives. In the same time, for a couple of years now, as I told you before, I have been able to be part of national teams, a professional athlete in two different sports in ice hockey, which I played from 8 years old. My first national hockey team tournament was in Quebec when I was 12, and then I was the first part of the first team that won the first World Cup of Mexico for Mexico in a national level in Bulgaria. And after that, I played more than 13 World Cups for hockey national team. And then I got to start playing rugby. A year after I started playing rugby, I was called to the national teams, to the first tournaments that we had in San Diego Sevens, USN Sevens, and then I played Hong Kong Sevens, Central American Games, Pan American Games, and many other national and international important tournaments. I have been able to be captain and assistant captain and MVP in both sports in different tournaments. Right now, and also I was part of the coaching developmental team. I will coach the university coach of my college, and then I coached first tier national level rugby team. I got to play around the world, visiting more than 25 countries in the world. Then, fortunately, all this path has taken me to met amazing people. I started working in aerospace psychology for with the overview effect roundtable with Frank White. So for more than 3 years, I've been part of the overview effect roundtable with Frank White, with many amazing people, Anahita Lesami, um, Balor, and many astronauts that have been able to tell us their experiences directly each Wednesday, and Mark Wagner and many amazing people of Space for Hum of the Overview Effect Roundtable, which led me to collaborate in a paper on how would the human brain and the default mode network works in uh, low gravity um, environments, specifically in long term space traveling. Since then, I've been wondering a lot on this subject and how to create an astronaut program since elementary school all the way up to an astronaut, and also how to treat astronauts in orbit or in long space traveling. Fortunately, Frank, I got invited by Polytechnic University in Mexico, Institute in Mexico, to have a talk of airspace psychology and education, which we had the opportunity to have with Mike Simmons and Frank White, an amazing conversation with over 100 students of university. I'm also in the spiritual path as well. I'm a sun dancer, and I work with ancestral medicines, and I know ancestral people and elders from different tribes of Mexico and different cultures of Mexico in the world, and I've been learning from them a lot of their cosmovisions and techniques and abilities. I'm also a musician. I like to work with music, and I have been able to play around Latin America for more than 10 years, and having been able to uh, present my music and my healing sound music therapy in many concerts and many people around the world. Basically, my life is being put in service to humanity and how to create a better humanity here and now that we're in this maybe inevitable and mostly maybe good multiplanetary society. I want to be the psychologist of the humanity that's gonna be there, traveling around the universe, visiting different places. I want to be there for people here in the earth and up there in the stars. I want to be there for all humanity to achieve the best potentials in the world. Thank you, Space for Humanity. Thank you all the people that has been organizing Fly with Me 0G, to Space for Earth, Zero Gravity Dreams, Space for Everyone, Diffie Gravity, Explore Beyond, Future Astronauts, Space for Humanity again, The Space Gal, Katia Voltage, Amanda, Drispan, Shinanova, Tracy Dominguez, Frank, Mike, and also Sugata Mitra. If you hear me ever, thank you very much, all my teachers, my masters, and hope to see you up there soon.